Hi there, Gemini. Welcome to my midnight reading. So let's see what's going on in our energy for tonight. What we should know, what we should be aware of. Don't forget to click on that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're new here, my name is Ninja and I'll be a reader. Just know that this is an all Gemini channel. Don't forget to comment, guys, because it does help the channel grow. Spirit goes a clear, concise message here for Gemini. First card out we have is the Moon in reverse. So I'm hearing light is filling in the darknesses of somebody's mind, right? Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more here for Gemini. Give us a clear, concise message here for Gemini. Remember that this is a general reading, so it may or it may not resonate with you. Do take what resonates and then leave the rest for somebody else, right? Okay. So I am seeing a difficult decision here. Somebody's having a hard time. I am seeing trouble. Okay. I am seeing somebody is lying. Somebody is definitely lying. And it looks like you're about to find out about these lies. Tell me more, Spirit, here about the Ace of Blades. Now, this could be coming from a mother figure. That's what is shocking, okay? This could be coming from a mother... Oh, I'm sorry. A father figure. I'm sorry. Scratch that. A father figure. I don't know why I said mother figure. Maybe it is a mother figure. But it's going to be something that's going to be shocking, okay? Gemini, I'm hearing that this person has done something to cause you to feel confused, okay? They have caused you to have problems. You might have problems with your throat chakra. The only thing I can think of that would be something that this person could be able to do is black magic, right? But it doesn't have to be. It could be like they've done something mentally or said something mentally to you, okay? Said something that stimulated your mental side that made you feel a certain kind of way that would make you feel blocked or make you feel not as confident as you should be, right? So when you don't feel as confident as you should be, it can cause problems with communication, right? That's what I'm getting here. It does look like this person is it's because you had a very powerful idea. You had a very powerful new idea. And this person saw that your idea was going to it looks like it was going to conflict with something that they wanted. Okay? Now this could be somebody that you were very loyal to. This could be somebody that you were in a relationship with. Um it could be a love relationship, doesn't have to be, okay? I do feel like you were very loving toward this person. You were very nourishing toward this person. You were somebody that this person can talk to. But it's funny when it was your turn, that when you needed support, because I'm hearing that you were very supportive. And it's funny because when you needed this person's support, instead of supporting you, they put ideas into your head to prevent you from being able to move forward, right? It's like they wanted to keep you stuck. They needed to keep you stuck. And they did this because they didn't want you to like change something. They didn't want you to change the relationship, the dynamics of the relationship. Maybe they saw it as like you were going to break the bond between you and them, right? And they weren't going to have the same influence on you if you were to pursue something, like if you were to pursue this new idea that you had. So you said something to this person that made them feel like they had no choice but to do the things that they're doing here, okay? So they wanted to come in with this tower energy and destroy everything that you were planning to do or anything that you were wanting to do. Um, this is why we say don't tell people your plans. I know it's hard, you know, because when you're in the middle of something, you want to share it with somebody, right? Especially when you get excited about something, you want to share it with somebody. And the thing is that especially nowadays, it seems like you just can't share things with just anybody anymore because everybody has their own agenda or they have their own secret um something that they want, selfishness, right? I think selfishness is something that is growing in our society more than we like to admit it, okay? Because it seems like nowadays, more and more people are accepting, or let's see, what's the right word here? Like accepting, or it's becoming so common for people to be so selfish, right? Back in the day, okay, I'm talking about like in the 80s, it wasn't so common, and it wasn't something that people were so proud of, being selfish, right? It's like nowadays being selfish is becoming normal, where before being generous and being caring and being loving was the normal, and now it's the opposite. Everybody's out for themselves, right? And that's what I see that's happening here. This person is out for themselves. So they created some kind of trouble for you so you couldn't move forward. They destroyed your path. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. They destroyed the path that you were on because they were so worried about what you were going to be able to do. So they were so worried about you getting recognition and getting success, getting a promotion. So they needed to come in really quickly and just knock that down, right? They wanted to make sure you didn't have the support that you needed from outside, okay? Not just from them, but from outside. So this means other people as well. And how is the best way to do that? Well, it's by attacking you. You know what I mean? They can't go around and whisper in everybody's ear. I mean, yes, some narcissists do that, but this person, they're not coming at it necessarily as a narcissist, okay? So it doesn't look like they're going to do that, but they are going to prevent you from going off into this new adventure that you were supposed to be doing because of this new idea that you had. Unfortunately, okay? This was their way of getting out of a really bad situation, right? This was their way of getting out of this nine of swords energy, right? Because if you were to do this and you were to get this success, then they would be like all alone, stressed out, just sitting in bed, okay? But I feel like this person, instead of trying to pressure you, right, they use psychology against you. They use psychology against you. They used fear and psychology to like set in some deep seated fears into you and just like scramble them in there to concrete them into your head, so you wouldn't be able to move on, right? And Gemini, for one of you, I'm hearing this person used guilt. They used guilt. Mm. Or for one of you, they used your own mental issues against you. Now, I know people tend to get really sensitive when we talk about mental issues. Well, the fact is, if you were born, then you have mental issues. Everybody has mental issues. Everybody has something that they are triggered by or holds them back or you know what I'm saying? We have to outgrow these things. This is part of the challenge of life, is challenging ourselves and facing our fears, right? We all have them. Okay? Everybody does. I do, you do, the neighbor next door does. Everybody has it. Okay? So, yeah. So Gemini, in this reading, you don't have the tower just once, okay? You actually have the tower coming out twice. Not just once, but twice. And I feel very strongly that this is you finding out that this person's not in your corner. Okay? It's a big indication of that. This is you finally realizing, waking up that yes, you love this person. Yes, you are supportive to this person, but they're not supportive to you. And love, I don't know. Maybe they do love you. Okay, but it's a very selfish love, right? There's there's all different kinds of love. I mean, it's true. There's just not everybody loves the same, right? And when we think of love, we think of somebody that wants the best for us. We think of somebody who um is in our corner, and they're going to do right by us, but that's not always necessarily true. There's always that gray area where this person, I don't know, I'm gonna have to dig deeper. Why? Why is this person doing this? I'm gonna dig deeper. But you have it coming out twice. This means it could mean danger. Okay, I'm gonna just say it. Two towers coming out in a reading could mean danger. So it could mean like this person is dangerous, but they don't show themselves to be dangerous. Okay, I just want you to know they don't. Yeah, they could be dangerous, and they are going to destruct anything that you build for yourself. Okay, because that's how it's coming out. Yeah, they're worried about you not needing them. That's what it is. They're worried about you not needing them. They're worried about you being independent, okay? If you become independent, maybe they feel like you're not going to need them anymore. You know? You would they're worried about you liberating yourself. I don't know what that's all about, but that's what I'm getting. They're worried about you liberating yourself. You know, if you're liberating yourself, that's freeing yourself. See, they're worried about unforeseen changes. They're worried about changes. They're worried about, um, that's what it is. They're worried about changes. They're worried about you changing things up, having the power to change things up. They're worried about you being free. They're worried about you not needing them. Okay? That's how it's coming out. So this person, huh? Yeah, this person is very selfish. This person's a very selfish person. I want you to know this person's actually coming out as a father figure. Okay? But it doesn't have to be, it could be a mother figure because we do have the Empress in reverse. So it could be a very narcissistic, very selfish mother figure who is in her masculine energy. Okay? I see this person as judging wrong. They're judging you wrongly for something here. And I see this person as being very convincing when they speak. Okay, like they can sell ice to an Eskimo kind of person. So, and controlling. So they're controlling by being a smooth talker. So they're not going to be controlling like threatening you. No. They are controlling by smooth talking and getting into your head and twisting things around to make you see things twisted so they can keep you like codependent on them, like needing their advice or needing their guidance, you know. It's that kind of energy, like they need to manipulate you to keep you in line, you know. And I see this person right now as I speak, as I'm saying this right now tonight. I see this person as sitting there and they're like figuring things out. Like they're trying to figure out how they could be one step ahead of you because they're trying to keep you down and they're worried. Yeah, they're not telling you exactly what it is that they want. They're just going to manipulate you into becoming what they want. No, this is not love. I'm sorry, Gemini. This is not love. When somebody's trying to change you to become what they want you to be, that's not love. Love is when you accept somebody for who they are, what they are. You know what I mean? But this person appears to be wanting to change you. And you know what? You have two tower cards, and you have the King of Swords in reverse with the Nine of Coins in reverse, and the Empress in reverse. Remember I was saying that I'm not necessarily seeing anything like this person is dangerous? Well, actually, yes, I am. This person can be dangerous. Like, they can become very aggressive. So right now, I feel like this person is using your loyalty against you, right? They're using your emotions against you. They're using, I mean, yeah, they're using your beliefs against you, right? Um, and you know what I'm seeing? It's because this person feels like they're not competent. They're not able to do what it is that you're able to do, right? So it's like they need to keep you down. And see, they don't have any ambition, they lack ambition. I mean, don't get me wrong, they could have money, but they have money without ambition. So it makes me think that maybe this person just got lucky, or somebody's giving them money, or they had an inheritance, or they have some kind of source of income coming in for them to be wealthy and not have to be ambitious, right? So it's like somebody who was born with a silver spoon in their mouth, right? And they think, oh, everything's so easy, right? It's kind of like people who are born with a silver spoon in their mouth. They just ask their mom, can I borrow 100 million, or can I borrow 2 million? And they think it's so easy, and they look at normal people like, what's wrong with y'all? Why don't you just ask your mom for $1 million? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all could just get that money and go start a business, and then you can just sit at home and hire somebody to work it for you, right? Because you'll have all that money and resources, right? So they automatically think that other people have this kind of stuff, and they don't want you to be ambitious. They kind of like want to keep you in line, like not necessarily like put their foot on your neck, but if they have to, they will. Okay, I just want you to know, like, if they have to put their foot on your neck, yes, they will. But they're rather do it where they can get you to do it what they want you to do by persuading you, by getting into your head. They don't want to force you. They don't want you to see that side of them. You know what I mean? Not yet. I think that other side of them, that aggressive side, that dangerous side, is something that they're holding back on. Like a last resort. Like if they have to go there, they will. Right? And for one of you, I'm telling you this because you might be in a commitment with this person. Like you might be in a relationship with this person. A Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, they have it in their chart. Okay? Um, they could also have Pisces in their chart, Cancer in their chart. You do have two towers, so maybe an Aries, okay, in their chart. The thing is that this person is dominating you, and they're doing it in such a way that you don't even see it happening, okay? Because they're using your contributes, your attributes against you. Yeah. So this person is selfish, okay? I want you to know this person is very selfish. This is not love. This is ownership. I hate to be the one to have to say it, but this is ownership. This person wants to own you. And for one of you, you might be the one that's committed to this person, but this person's not committed to you. Oh, remember, this could be a past reading, guys. Okay? This could be something that you've already been through. See, because this person sees that you've already lost a lot of your willpower. You've already lost a lot of your willpower. And it was slowly chipped away, slowly, piece by piece. You know? And it's because you were weighing this person's opinion too much. And this person is feeling very insecure. It's like if you are able to stand on your own 2 feet, if you were able to be independent, then you won't need them. Yeah, they want to keep you codependent. That's what it is. Alright, Gemini, I'm going to get out of this reading. They just want to keep you codependent because they can't handle it, okay? For whatever reason, this person has money. I think they inherited it, or they were just born with a silver spoon in their mouth, and they think everything's so easy, and they just feel like you should just be happy and settle. And that's it. You shouldn't want anything more, basically. Okay? So I'm going to get out of this reading. Catch me in the next one, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Use your own discernment about this, okay? Remember, this could be a past reading, a future reading, or even a reading that's present right now, like you're going to this at this moment. Okay, so do start evaluating, Start questioning yourself, like, if this person wasn't in your life, what would you be doing right now? If that person wasn't there, what would you have done? If it's a past situation, like, If that person wasn't there, what would you have done? Because if you're not careful, people will steal your time just to fill a void in their life and no other reason, basically. Okay? Like no other reason, just to waste your time, just so they could say like they've been with you, they had you, you're their ex, so they can have somebody to say like, oh, that's my ex. Okay? You might be very pretty or handsome or something like that, and they want you to make them look good. And that's the truth. Okay? I'm sorry to be the mean one here to have to tell you, but it's the truth. So you might be like, I'm hearing like very attractive, okay? So they just want you to be on their arm so they look good. But then they don't want you to outshine them, unfortunately. They don't want you to be smart and pretty. Like you can't be both. Or you can't be handsome and resourceful, right? Or able to make more money than them, right? Something like that. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of this reading. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment because it does help the channel grow. Hope this helps you out. Sometimes when we hear things, it reminds us and it just gives us more confirmation. And the more confirmation we get, the more secure we get in our beliefs and in who we are as a person and where we want to go. You know what I mean? It just solidifies who we are and who we want to be. Not who people around us has made us. Because for one of you, this is your father. It's your own father who's doing this to you, which is really sad. Okay? Like your father doesn't want you to outshine them for whatever reason. This is kind of like that weird parental jealousy kind of crazy stuff I hear about, you know. And for one of you, that's exactly what this is. Okay? Anyways, guys, catch me in the next one. Bye.